Hello and welcome to the Dominion Daily for February 1st, 2026. We've got campaign features. Merchant ship has chameleonized and includes so much stuff. So much stuff in a non-supply copy. Oh, right. This one. Okay. Also got inherited. So we got that to deal with. Chameleonized merchant ship is not like... does not work the way, like, Way of the Chameleon only applies to the coins that you would get this turn, but for the chameleonized thing, it applies to any coin. So this is actually basically Wharf without the buy, which could actually be pretty good, right? Like, I mean, obviously Wharf is better for having the buy, but still. All right, let's look at what all is in this kingdom. All right, so first of all, we've got Rice Broker for trashing, which we're going to inherit, as well as Mountain Shrine. Inheriting an estate seems pretty obvious, but I guess I'll wait on that a second. So then for plus actions, we've got Landing Party, and we've got... yeah, that's it. Okay. There's potential for plus actions in the loot pile with Staff and Orb. Flagship is not really plus actions because you need to... well, I guess Flagship replaying a Landing Party would act as plus actions, net at least. So that seems tough to set up any kind of consistency. So draw, we've got a lot of duration draw. Den, Siren, Merchant Ship, and then Mountain Shrine and Rice Broker can also draw non-duration wise. Mountain Shrine's only like increasing your hand size if you don't trash, but you know, if you want to trash anyway, I mean, it's functionally like draw anyway. Rice Broker is really only draw if you trash an action card. If you just trash a copper, it's just cycling. I guess you could say the same thing about like Mountain Shrine trashing an estate. Anyway, so yeah, okay, let's go ahead and inherit an estate. Unfortunately, we don't start with the Rice Broker in hand. We would gain a copy of it. And then we'd at least have the option to trash a copper and then like trigger a shuffle and maybe never gain a copper. But is a non-supply copy. That does make Landing Party look better. It's like if we're gaining them 2 at a time, then we get to build up a bigger stack of them. So I'm wondering if it makes sense to open Landing Party just to have the additional landing parties. We don't need the plus actions right now, but the alternative is like Abundance or Flagship. Aren't like that exciting. I guess we could also take a Mountain Shrine, but with the limited terminal space, I'm somewhat disinclined to use Mountain Shrine to trash. We do have growth that that isn't going to turn on unless somebody takes a Mountain Shrine. If it does turn on, pretty good with loot gaining. There's also like, okay, how do we want to get Siren to figure out? There's no Siren tricks unless we were to pull like an insignia. Hmm. Yeah, Abundance does not look great to me in the opening. Flagship could be okay. Um, hard to set it up to like actually use on the rice brokers, but the other question is, okay, so next turn we play the rice broker. We could trigger a shuffle, like trash a copper, trigger a shuffle. What would be the goal if we were to do that? Like if we opened landing party, there's a decent chance we draw like a good number of cards and potentially hit 5. We would be trashing a copper, so we'd only have 6 coins in the deck, and we'd only be looking at 2 of them, but we'd only need to draw 3 coins. I guess that wouldn't be that likely, right? We would definitely have to see both landing parties, and if we go flagship, it's maybe a little bit more likely because then we only need to see a flagship and a copper. But on the other hand, we would need to see exactly flagship copper. Hitting 5 for Den of Sin would be nice, I think. We could also just choose to trash State with Rice Broker, and then maybe we buy a Search and plan to trash it for Siren. Oh, we're gonna have an extra copper in the deck too because of this. I think it makes more sense to go with flagship. Wait, why did I think I was going to have 2 of those? I was thinking of gaining them, not... I don't... You know... Whatever. Alright, I think I'm going to go with the Search. Plan to get the Siren. Well... We just go ahead and do it. We have 5. It'd be nice to get it done here. Next turn... We're going to get to double play a Rice Broker and gain another one. Most likely. Especially if we buy a Den. Which does seem pretty good. Yeah, I think I'd rather get the Den, to be honest. Okay. Should have another flagship down there. Right? And another Rice Broker. Next time a supply pile empties, trash this and gain a loot. It doesn't say trash this to gain a loot. I don't know if this has ever come up for me before. What happens if multi-trigger search with flagship? But like potentially we could get a gold and 2 loots. I want to try it. Oh wait, supply pile empties. What am I talking about? Why did I think... I was thinking of Cutthroat. The bot bought a Cutthroat, and I am really off my game here. Well, yeah, in that case I probably don't want to do that. It could be that I should get a Cutthroat of my own just to like get loot stuff going. We could also go for the Siren, but maybe it makes more sense to get the Cutthroat so we can get some plus buy first. I mean, I guess we could do that through abundance. Let's just get the search into play. And just like have that set up for later. Yeah. Yeah, I think I'll take the Cutthroat. Oh, this is actually not a great turn at all, is it? We didn't see any of our 3 rice brokers. That's a little ridiculous. I want to take some landing parties now, maybe. Oh, we didn't even hit 5. Yeah, let's take a landing party. God, we're getting another rice broker. Oh, right. Okay. Maybe we should trash one of these rice brokers. Jeez. Alright, double playing... Oh, frig, we don't have the money now. Oh man, I really screwed this up. Didn't I? We can multiplay the Cutthroat, but we don't have the money to activate it. Well, what's the best way to fix that? We're gonna have 2 flagships coming back into our deck. So, like, in theory... that plus a silver would be enough. Assuming we don't have to play too many rice brokers that are trash. Yeah, I'm thinking we just... go ahead and trash this copper. Well, no, maybe not, because we got the den this turn. Let's take a silver. So many rice brokers. Okay. This is definitely time to play the landing party. We get another one, which is helpful. I think otherwise we just leave. I mean, we could trash a copper now. Or even 2 coppers. Probably makes sense. Have plenty of stuff and no duration draw this time. That's not any plus buy. Come on! What the heck? I guess discarding gold. Well, we have 2 flagships in play. We're gonna have to. I mean, I think we have another rice broker that we can trash, I guess. Or we could trash the silver. Let's trash the rice broker. Oh, we have to do it again. God damn it. This is so weird. I mean, we definitely don't need this silver. Okay. We want a flagship cutthroat again. And then maybe spell scroll for another one. The other option would be to spell scroll for a gold to trigger the cutthroat. I think I want the additional shots. Oh my god. We've gotten 5 loots in 1 plus Y. Like, really? Really? I guess top decking the insignia is probably, or sorry, the spell scroll is probably good. Jeez. We have a flagship. We don't have a flagship in play. I don't want to hang on to the jewels then. Discard the flagship. We're gonna play the landing party. We're gonna draw 4 cards. I guess if we rice broker another rice broker. Yeah, let's discard the. Yeah, let's discard the landing party. Or I mean the flagship. Okay. Yeah. Well, we can triple play cutthroat again. I guess. Oh wait, the flagships are gonna replay the spell scroll? Ah! Maybe we don't do cutthroat this turn. Maybe we just spell scroll for like Den of Sin. We do have a plus buy. And we still have cutthroats in the deck. Wait. we're gonna do that, we have to. We want to. God, this is so annoying. We can't play both of the flagships and not burn them on the spell scroll. If we play the spell scroll in the action phase, we lose the action to play the flagship unless we use it to play a landing party. Or to gain and play a landing party. There's also the siren thing. I have no idea whether the siren cursing would have any like effect. It would counteract the cutthroat attack. So like we could we could spell scroll for a siren, trash a flagship. That would be okay. Oh, we could also insignia the siren and not have to trash the flagship. I'd probably rather just play it this turn. Comes to that. Okay, I think what we do is we take the siren, play that, the flagship, do this. We get another siren and top deck that. And then another Den of Sin. I don't know. Mountain Shrine. Is that because of the curse? Do we want to bottom deck the jewels now? Probably not. Alright, do we want to gain more landing parties? Probably yes. And flagship a cutthroat. I'm gonna say no, actually. Alright, can we please get another plus buy? That would be the reason to flagship the cutthroat, but having the flagship in play for next turn is also pretty valuable. Sword, okay. Sextant, okay. Alright, should we take a province? I think we can build bigger. I think I want another Den of Sin. Now that we have the plus buy, we can build bigger. I feel like we should be able to take 3 or 4 provinces in a turn. It's mostly a question of whether the bot can do that. Okay. More landing party. Oh, we don't have a flagship this turn to play. That's a little annoying. Bot also has like no draw. How did it even? Oh, Rice Broker. Gaining a Rice Broker. Sure, okay. Who knows how many Rice Brokers are in its deck? But it's got a 3-card hand. Like, it's not very likely to have multiple Rice Brokers unless it's been generating them like every turn, which I guess it might have been doing. So we could triple Province here. That doesn't seem the safest thing. I want to take another round of loot. Okay, we got another buy. That's good. Den, and now a province, I think. Jesus, they do have a lot of Rice Brokers. Alright, so we give out a curse. We gain 2 provinces. We're at 18. We're at 30. Yeah, this is trouble. Just trashed the Mountain Shrine, a Rice Broker, another Mountain Shrine. How? He played 4 Rice Brokers. Jeez. Okay, I might have made a mistake here, underestimating how much capability the bot's deck had. Should probably do that. What is that last card? I have no idea. It's a flagship, right? No? Our flagships are all just stuck in play on landing parties? Okay. Well... Okay, so yeah, if we... Yeah, I think we're actually screwed. Oh, you know what we could do, though? Oh, never mind. Yeah, I did not realize that I was just wrong to build bigger. I shouldn't have. But I mean, it did not help that it took so long for us to get plus buy. But the bot, I did not realize it was just like printing Rice Brokers every turn and keeping its deck like reliable that way. Discarded a Rice Broker, which is actually a bad sign because it probably means it has more Rice Brokers in its hand. I mean, it could mean that was the only action card, but... Alright, do we need to buy another den? I'm gonna say no. Okay, well... Unfortunately, we have to trash the siren. Which cuts into our... that's bad. I mean, we could trash a gold. Why do we have a cutthroat in our discard pile? Oh. Interesting. So we do have an extra gain down there. That might actually make trashing the siren okay. It gives us an extra buy. So we buy province, triple duchy, that gets us to 36, and then we need 2 estates, or we need to give out a curse and an estate. Buy an estate. There's also... no, never mind. Well, apparently... I don't know exactly what those 4 cards are, but some of them are our gains, so we're definitely in a bad way now. Yeah, we needed a little bit... we need to be able to get, like, I don't know, his flagships back or something. I don't know when we could have done that, though. Now we don't have a siren. I wonder if... we do have 3 dens. That is something. Cards with Rice Broker on top. I don't think... does it... like... okay, so we're gonna buy triple duchy. That much is clear. We've got an extra buy. We got 21 coins. Could just buy another den, I suppose. Could also buy a state. Should we put the jewels into play with the orb? Maybe. Oh. Right. I don't think I want to top deck. All right. So we need the province, and then we need some number of... I think I'm just going to buy the estate. Nah, okay. Yeah, I screwed this up for sure. I mean, like I said, the plus buy situation did not do me any favors, but I just did not realize that the bot had printed so many rice bookers. There's no way for me to like tell if I don't see it happen, and the bot's turns go by so fast. There's no way for me to tell. I thought that the bot's deck was worse than it was. Let's see. Turn 3, it gets 1. Turn 4, it gets 1. Turn 5, it gets 1. Turn 6, it gets 1. Turn 7, it gets 1. Turn 8, it gets 1. Yeah, I had no idea that that was happening that frequently. Yeah, I mean, I don't think I necessarily played this that well anyway. It's a pretty confusing kingdom, but let's see if we can do a better job this time. Start with 3. Okay. I could just go with a search again. And the flagship thing was both useful and also kind of awkward. I think ultimately it's useful to have plus actions so you can play both Siren and Cutthroat. So that's what I'm thinking about. Landing Party. Flagship is another way to get the plus actions in effect, but not like you still need another source of plus actions to get the flagship into play. So I think I'll just take Landing Party. And then there's, potential for printing more of those. This is awkward. Want to trigger a shuffle here? I guess we probably do. Okay, well, we can get Cutthroat. Is down here. The flag, or the Landing Party is down here. I guess we probably want a Riceburger the Riceburger to get the Cutthroat in play. Yeah, okay. We need to trash copper if we want to hit 6 for a gold. Oh, shit. Never mind. Damn it. How to do this? Do we take a flagship? We don't have another terminal to play next turn. I suppose. This might not work out anyway. Yeah. Yeah. I guess we're taking another flagship. Okay. I think we do need to do that. That. And Bot is going to get value out of this, unfortunately. Yeah, there is an argument for taking another cutthroat for that reason. In which case, we should potentially trash another copper. Then we don't have 6 coins in our deck if we need to hit 6, though. It might make more sense to do this when the bot doesn't have its other cutthroat down. And it gets value, but... Oh, we got a staff? Okay, that's good. We could print staves. That seems very useful. So we get to top deck a landing party. We do that. I mean, we could keep... We don't have a... No, we do have a flagship in play. Okay. In which case, staffing the Rice Broker makes some sense. It got both of its cutthroats in play? Oh, we didn't have one in play. Oh. How did I miss the... Wait, how did it... Oh, no, it did. Oh, it had a flagship in play, I guess. I didn't realize it had gained one. If we trash this Rice Broker, we get to staff again. Seems kind of good. I'm gonna staff the Cutthroat? Probably. Siren Time? Trashing Flagship? We'll let the bot gain more loot for us, I think. I'm just thinking like Siren Double Den or something. I don't know. We could lead with the landing party this turn, and then do the staff thing next turn, and to get landing parties back. Draw 4 cards. And the landing party draws 2 more. We probably don't super need the rice broker. Do want to play the flagship, so I guess we do that. Okay, if we want another siren, you need to trash the flagship. Probably fine. More landing party? The landing party staff thing should work pretty well together. I don't know how I feel about that versus flagship. Flagship doesn't draw cards, but it gives us money. Yeah, let's go with the landing party. Well, you know, we have to see a staff in order to play staff. That's a bit of an issue. Oh, now we get insignia. I see how it is. All right, we have siren. Of course, we're going to see staff. All right, we don't actually have any landing parties in play somehow. No, we do. What am I talking about? Yeah, okay. I do want to print staves. I also want to play more actions than I feel like we're going to be able to do with just 2 of those. Well, we'll have a third, I guess, if we print it. So then, like, what I would want to do is play... I mean, we could Rice Broker another Rice Broker, and then play that, Siren, and Cutthroat. That would draw all of our cards. Oh, but the landing party is going to go on top before... No, that's not true. Oh, wait, we're going to be... We're not going to necessarily draw all... Oh, well. What did we not draw? Nothing important. Oh, a den. Oh, that's kind of important, actually. Ah. Okay. We take a province. I think so. We could also take... And yeah, take a province, I guess. We discard the dens. Sextant. That's definitely useful with what our deck is doing. Okay, so going to staff to play Rice Broker. We do want to get rid of some of these coppers, I think. Right, and now we can staff a landing party and Sextant first. Oh. Well, that's a little annoying. The staff landing party Siren Cutthroat, but we can't draw all of our dens. One draw short. Alternatively, we could choose to not staff one of these cards. I mean, is it important that we get the Cutthroat into play? Is I guess the question. Hmm. Getting the Cutthroat into play does take a card out of our shuffle, although I guess the same thing is true of getting the Den into play. Yeah, I'm going to say it's more important to play the Dens. Let's discard the Staff. Staff, Landing Party. Staff, Siren. Take the last Den, I guess. Oh, right. Wait. Oh, search. Rise Goat. Okay. Um. Province. Maybe we should get one more Rice Broker for draw. Sure. I don't think I want to search. Or a Mountain Shrine. Okay, with this hand, I actually have no idea what I should be holding on to. We discard Den Insignia. Jeez, why is it going so slowly? 3 provinces. Okay, well, we should be able to do that. Like, pretty easily. This is already 20 coins. I suppose it doesn't really matter how we start here, but it's Rice Broker the Cutthroat, I guess. Okay, I guess it wasn't. We didn't actually have that much clearance on getting triple. We could have potentially done like gained a staff to start the turn instead, and then like would have a little bit more money if we needed that. Yeah, all right. I do think I played this one, played it better this time. I also think that getting staff as the first loot was a lot better. I mean, having plus buy at all was better, but also staff in particular is really, really good here. Like being able to just print the loots directly while also still doing stuff with your action cards is really nice. Not to mention that like the terminal space is limited to begin with. The landing party thing didn't end up mattering nearly as much as I thought it might. Because like in theory, you know, you can every turn you can play staff first, you top deck your landing parties, and then you can play those same landing parties, and then the next turn play staff again, and then you top deck the landing parties. And so long as you have like something in your hand that can draw you those cards, like but it, and like that could just be buying another landing party, or it could be Rice Broker, but just didn't actually end up seeming to matter as much as I might have thought. And I guess part of the reason for that is like you got to spend the staff plays on the landing party, and if you're spending them on like Siren or Cutthroat, then that's different. But yeah. Well, in any case, unfortunate that I kind of stumbled here because I had a pretty good streak coming in, and now start a new month, and but oh well. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.